Senator Obama was asked this morning during a TV interview if he could embrace and bring together the entire nation if he's elected president, and somehow his answer included me. Now, this is about the 10th time he's mentioned me on the campaign trail. Let's take a look.
Is Sean Hannity suddenly going to get on the airways and say, you know, I was wrong about this Obama guy. He's my man. No, that's not going to happen. I mean, there's going to be a certain wing of the Republican Party that is dug in and resistant to the notion that we need to change direction.
And now we continue with Bob Beckel, and Andrea Tantaros is with us. All right, Bob, this is about the 10th time now that Barack Obama has taken shots at me by name, either in print or in the media and during these interviews. I've had Bill Ayers, he's attacked me. Reverend Wright on numerous occasions has attacked me. The new pastor at Trinity United has attacked me. Father Flager, the friend of Farrakhan, has attacked me. So all the radical associates and Barack Obama himself have all attacked little old Sean Hannity, radio and TV host. Why?
Well, Sean, I guess because they don't like you. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, you know, the fact is that Obama is right. I doubt you're going to say something nice about him. But, you know, the fact of the matter is, you know, you have been, and I'll tell you this, you've been on this for a long time before other people were. And when you've been out front on these things, you're bound to get the kind of kickback that comes from it. But let me just give you one compliment here, if I can, because it's unusual for me to do that. But I thought your interview with Palin, you bring out a side of this woman which is real, and the kind of the, you know, sort of an emotional side of her that you don't see on the campaign trail. I think that's good. Why she doesn't show more of that out there, I don't know. But clearly, you have an ability to bring that out with her. That's all I'm going to say. Otherwise, that's all. That's it.
Hey, Bob. Yeah. I got to be honest. I think I bring the best out of you too, because the bottom line is, you and I off the air we've had some on-air fights over the years, but we've been friends off the air for many years on a pretty deep level, in areas non-political. But here's a question I have. You know why Barack Obama is right in one sense in this interview? I don't support spreading the wealth. I don't support socialism. I don't support redistribution. And I don't support cutting off our troops' funding when Joe Biden says that thousands of lives will be lost and waving the white flag. I will never support that, Bob. It's dangerous. To quote Hillary, it's naive and irresponsible. What does he expect me to support?
Well, first of all, I don't believe they believe any one of those things. That's the difference. That's why they've got a stark difference with you. I don't believe that Obama is a socialist. I don't believe that Obama is going to try to do anything to harm our troops. Bob. Well, the idea of spreading the wealth, by the way, is not a bad idea after it was given disproportionately to wealthy people in the Bush administration. It's time some other people got some of it.
Hey, let me bring Andrew in here. By the way, spread the wealth, what he's really doing is going to go back to the Clinton tax plan, which is actually, the country was pretty good there. Let me go back to the Palin interview, though, Andrea, and welcome back to our show.
Thanks, Alan.
Does it concern you that actually prior to the interview, she said, you know what a vice president does, says, runs the Senate. She says, we're fighting for our elections overseas. That's not what the war is about. She misrepresents what Obama says. She says that Obama is going to wave the white flag of surrender. That's not his plan. It's about putting troops in Afghanistan and focusing on there, paying for stuff. You reduce the war in Iraq and bring $1 billion home a week. That's what he's talking about.
I will take what Sarah Palin says any day over Joe the Stumbler Biden. Sean was right earlier. Two important things happened. Joe the Plumber and Joe the Stumbler. Look, in his own words, Barack Obama not ready to be president. Barack Obama will be attacked on our soil.
Andrea is asked, what does a vice president do? And she says, runs the Senate, in charge of legislation?
No. I got news for you, Alan. When there is a tie-breaking vote on Capitol Hill,
running the Senate.
When there is a tie-breaking vote on Capitol Hill, guess what? The vice president, he does run the Senate. That bill would go down without him.
Excuse me, Andrea, that's not running the Senate. It's not doing legislation.
President of the Senate.
That's not running the Senate.
I love how you jump on her words, Alan. I love it. But J-O-B-S. Joe Biden thinks Jobs has 3 letters. Joe Biden thinks Hillary would make a better president than him. I agree with him on that.
You're giving me talking points here, but you're not answering my question, which has to do with her not knowing what her job is.
She doesn't know what
a vice president does.
She knows what her job is, and I'll tell you what she's done. She has 25,000 employees under her, an $11 billion budget, a $5 billion surplus that she manages. What has Barack Obama done, Alan? You've never told me any time that I've been on the show.
Bob Beckel, she left actually a deficit in Wasilla, inherited a surplus, left a deficit. She had a skating rink she built, which it turns was a disaster and cost overruns. I mean, you want to go actually look at her record. She had litmus tests for employees. She had loyalty tests. Wanted to let the librarian go when librarian didn't want to agree with censoring books. I mean, these are some serious issues that have been enough to explored.
Not to mention interfering in the trooper to get him fired. But look, if they're holding up her record in Alaska as something that we ought to look at as something that makes her a good vice president, that record is terrible.
Oh, Bob, come on. Let's see you spin this one. This will be good. Go ahead.
I'd be happy to. You want me to give it to you?
Yeah, give it to me, Bob.
She said, I stood up against the Congress of the United States and said, thanks, but no thanks on the money for the bridge to nowhere. She took it. She
and
didn't
Barack
tell the
Obama
truth.
trained acorn workers.
Wait a second.
Whoop-de-doo. He should be proud of that.
Andrea? Do you want to answer a question about her or not? Did she or did she not take the money for the bridge to nowhere?
Did she or did she not? Or did Barack Obama not take money from Tony?
You're answering the question with a question, but you're not. We got to take a break, but you're not answering about Sarah.
Because you don't have the answer.
No,
we got to run. She had
wrong.
earmarks. She did want the bridge to nowhere. She wanted the money. When she couldn't get it, that's when she was against it. We thank you both very much for being with us. Come on.